Hey everybody, Ingra Sparkman here from Southbridge Street Live, and I just wanted to let you guys know that we have banded together with CASA, Golden Crescent CASA of Victoria, for their annual backpack drive. Now I know it's summertime, so this is a crazy time to be thinking about school, but for organizations like CASA, they need to gather materials and supplies for children all year long. So this is it for the next couple of weeks. On Southbridge Live, you're going to see that some of my guests will be bringing in backpacks themselves. If you also would like to donate a backpack or school supplies, you can come by our studio at 1102 North William Street, or you can call me at 361-649-1825, and I'll be happy to come by, pick up backpacks and supplies to help support our local Golden Crescent CASA. Hey everybody, welcome to our very special Thursday evening edition of Southbridge Street Live. I am here with my friend Zachary Riley from Something Magical.
Hi,
I'm super excited that you said yes to come and be on the show, because the other day my girlfriends and I came to have our chakras read, and it was our first time into the store, which is located on Navarro.
Yes, it's right next to the Army Recruiting Station. It's 6412 Suite K.
I love that there's like the Army Recruit Station and there's Something Magical. It's so fun. It's so fun. Anyway, to have our chakras read. But when we came in, Zachary, there was so much more than just having chakras. So how long have you been there? And tell me everything about the store.
Okay, I've been there for about 8 months. At first, I was volunteering, just doing tarot card readings. Then after that, I got hired on full time. And the thing about the shop is that we have everything for almost any kind of anything, basically.
Right.
I mean, like, we've got crystals, we have gems, you can see it right here. We have crystal balls, we have tarot cards, pendulums.
You have wonderful oils.
The oils over there are really good. I'm kind of proud to say, a little boastful right here, but I do custom make oils, and I have not had one customer complain about it smelling bad or anything.
Right.
We also have a crafting room.
I love this.
The crafting room, you can go in there, you can make a dream catcher, you can make wands, you can make candles, you can make a candle to in memory of someone.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can do at our shop. There's a lot of stuff, and the only way to figure out exactly what you can do is go ahead and come in and see us.
Right. Well, I'm going to go right to the question.
Go for it.
Is it considered taboo? Is it, what is this thing that...
It is considered taboo, especially in the city of Victoria. Because what it is we are basically a metaphysical shop.
Right.
And metaphysical to most people is something you don't talk about. With us, we talk about it openly, we talk about it freely. We do have... We have stuff for seances, we have Ouija boards, we have pendulums, we have, what's it called? I forgot. We have ways to tell you your future.
Right.
So.
Well, past life.
Yeah, and past life readings. We have a lot of things over there that can help you out, that can help you figure out who you are, take you on a little bit of a spiritual journey.
Right, and I love that. And here's the deal, so yes, it might be a little bit harder, I think, in a conservative atmosphere, because I walked in and I was like, my boys who live in Austin will love this shop. They will think it is so fabulous, because it is so Austin, I feel like. But you know what? But here's the deal. In the time that I was there, I saw tons of people coming in and out, and I think I think that there is a time now, in a certain sense, that this is the metaphysical time where
metaphysical age,
where it is just an exploration of oneself. Listen, so the other day, remember when I asked you what's your sign?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So my girlfriends and I are texting back and forth, and there's apparently a moon sign. And did you know that I had no idea? I was always like, my sign is I'm an Aries.
Yeah.
But that's my sun sign. And so in order to know your moon sign, you have to know the time of your birth, the date and everything, but the time. And outside of having a birth certificate, which I realized I actually don't have, so I'm trying to get one now, there's a whole nother side. Of course there's the sun sign, and of course there's the moon sign, but they read their moon signs, and we're having this great discussion. I was like, I love it. You take what you want out of things. Do you know what I'm saying? And you go from there.
That's one thing I kind of wish I knew. I wish I knew what my moon sign was, because all I know is that my sun sign, I'm a Leo. I'm very boastful, very proud and stubborn, but
Are you so Leo?
big time.
So Leo, I love that. And then I also hear that you have like a yogi practitioner.
We did have one.
Oh,
yeah.
cool. Yes. So that might be something kind of fun that you guys will redo in the future. Now, I will say my favorite thing about the shop was the fun little corner that you and I took the picture of, because they sell these, and these are awesome. These are like, I would assume, right, that they are like meditation pillows.
Yes.
But you can actually go in. They're so low key. You can actually go in and like just jump in the pillows.
Oh no, I mean, there's been plenty of times we had customers walk in. I'm sitting behind the counter on a beanbag chair, and my coworker is plopped down on the pillows on the sofa. So I mean,
It's very casual.
It's a very casual environment. We don't judge anyone for walking in. I mean, because really and truly, who are we to judge? We're people just like you.
Exactly, which is really very much like about the shop in itself. Like, it's very judgment free, and I do love that.
Big time.
So I want to talk to you about a couple of things that I learned.
Okay.
So you can actually have your chakras read. You can have an aura reading there. And so can we talk about that for a little bit?
Oh, sure.
Okay, cool. And then some of the stones and things like that you carry.
Okay.
Kind of tell me about stones while I look at my...
Okay, well, this is called a druzy quartz, and it doesn't really look like anything on the outside,
Right.
but I take the lesson in never judge a book by its cover, because if you crack this thing open, it kind of looks like this, but not really.
Yeah.
It's all white.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
This is a titanium shocked titanium shocked amethyst. I'm sorry.
Right. It's okay.
And you can tell it's titanium shocked because it has the gold inside of it.
Right. I mean, they're just beautiful, but they also serve purposes, like the energy. Okay.
This one is a titanium shocked angel aura quartz. This thing is completely see-through.
Wow.
Before it gets titanium shocked.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh. That is gorgeous.
And the angel...
they have medicinal power?
Yes.
Yeah.
The angel aura quartz, it keeps you connected. It keeps you on that higher realm.
Right.
I mean, basically your head's going to be in the clouds.
Wow.
Okay. So with this one is a rutilated clear crystal quartz.
Right.
And you can tell it's real because it's got the black lines through it. So, I mean, it's not an imperfection at all. This is exactly how the stone was grown.
Wow.
And this one is a rainbow fluoride. Because I don't know why it's called rainbow fluoride, but it's probably because
it's
got
amethyst.
Yeah, well, it's got the different colors in it. It starts at green, purple, clear, and so on and so forth. And it also has striations on the inside of it.
Wow. Now, when someone comes in, if they say to you, I've been feeling kind of blue, right? And I know that you guys are very helpful in that way. What would be like a rock or a stone, I would say? Sorry, I don't mean to say rock.
No, baby.
But a stone, baby. What would you recommend for them?
The best stone that I can recommend to anyone, especially if they're feeling down, about the loss of a loved one, the loss of a pet, I mean, just feeling down in general, the best one that I can recommend would be an amethyst. And that's because amethyst just all around is an uplifting stone. A lot of people just like it because it's purple.
Right.
But I mean, like it's got a lot of purposes behind it.
Sure.
It's definitely one that will keep you centered, and it will remind you of the passing of your loved one or your pet or so on and so forth. But it will also, instead of bringing tears to your eyes, it will bring joy to your heart.
Wow.
About the person, because I have a feeling that if the person was still here, they wouldn't want anyone to be crying about them. They would want them to have joy in their heart about anything that they have ever done. From the time that they met the person to the time that they left this plane.
Right, right. Now, did you study these things when you were growing up?
No, I didn't. No, actually, whenever I started working at the shop is whenever I started actually studying it.
Oh, really?
Studying all this. So,
Yes.
so 9 months of knowledge, and yeah.
How do most people react when they come into something magical?
Well, the best thing about the shop, most people walk in, they say, "Oh, we love the smell. We love the smell."
Oh my gosh, the smell is freaking amazing.
The smell over there, I can tell you honestly, and 100%, it's not what you think. It's sage. We sage about 7 to 10 times a day.
Really?
Yeah, it keeps out the negativity, only brings in positivity. Now, the best thing, well, not really best thing, but I guess, in my aspect,
Right.
because people really don't know about the shop, and really they see the different things on the shelves and they start backing out slowly, praying.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, we're not gonna try to convince you to stay. If you want to come in the shop,
Right.
you're more than welcome to come in. But if you don't want to come in the shop, we're not doing anything bad.
Right.
We're here to help the community, so there's really no reason to, whenever you're walking out. I'm sorry.
But for somebody who's open-minded, right?
Someone for open-minded.
And I have to say, like, I get, and I understand too, because I don't have a shop like that, where I might see it causes an effect like that for some people. But for me, I guess maybe because of my circle of friends and my aura, which is yellow, by the way, so like-minded and so open-minded that we walked in and it was just like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And did you see this? And then the beautiful dried flowers that you have. And, even in the room right before the craft room, you guys took the time to like put flowers in the ceiling so you could see. And I mean, it's just this super cool experience that for people who are open-minded. So let's
Yes.
focus on that.
Okay.
For the people that are open-minded when they come in, what are people saying about the shop?
The people who are open-minded when they come in, they are simply amazed that a shop like this, that the owner of the shop even had the gall to open it up in this town.
Right. And this is Donna?
Yes.
Okay, good. I was going to say, I hope she's okay with that. Tell me about her a little bit.
Donna is I love her to death. I really do. She opened up D&D. And
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah,
Okay.
her and her husband run D&D. And of course, as I'm pretty sure everyone knows, a little bit of a legal issue, but we're not going to go into that. And then about a year ago, in one of her meditations, she heard her spirit guide tell her, "It's the time. Go ahead and open it.
Really?
Do what you have to do to get this shop open."
Wow.
So 9 months later, here we are.
Yes, I love that. Now, is she like a hippie? Is she like a free spirit? Like,
Oh,
tell
big
me-
time
oh,
free
yeah.
spirit.
I
Donna
love
is
that.
definitely a big time free spirit.
That's super cool. That's so cool.
And she is actually the best person that you could meet. There's absolutely no judgment. She takes everyone in. Whenever I first met her, it wasn't exactly the best time of my life.
Right.
And she walked up to me and gave me a hug, which aside from family,
Right.
no one outside my family did that. And whenever she did that, I just bawled like a baby because some people know my past. Some people know I wasn't exactly the best person out there, and there's a lot of stuff that I did that I shouldn't have done.
Right.
And whenever Donna gave me that hug, I felt no judgment. I felt
Right.
no nothing. And I just bawled into her shoulder.
Wow.
And she pulled me back, looked at me, and said, "What is going on with you?" And I told her. So I'm thrilled that I met Mama Donna. I
Yeah.
really am.
Mama Donna.
Mama
I
everyone,
love that.
everyone who knows her
Now,
calls her Mama Donna.
Is she a spirit guide? Is she someone that that can take you through some of the things that?
Donna is actually in charge of our past life regression classes over there at the shop.
Tell me about these classes.
Okay, we have a number of classes. We do a past life regression.
Okay.
And that's,
Can you explain to me what that is?
okay, this isn't your first life.
Okay.
Your soul has come from many lives before. I know from personal, in one of my regressions, I went back and Donna says to look down at your feet and see what you're wearing. I didn't have feet. I had paws.
Wow.
So you could have been an animal. You could have been anything. A king, queen, horse, anything. But it'll take you back to see how old your soul is. It will
Really?
show you your house, where you lived. And we will even take you through to the death of that said life.
Wow.
But we will only, we won't let you experience it again. We will take you out and you will be watching this happen.
Wow.
So, I mean,
And this is a class? Is it a private class or is it a
no,
group?
no, this is a group class. You can do it
Really?
if you want, or if you want to.
So does the past life regret? I'm so sorry because I'm
Go
all
ahead.
over the board because I'm still like, so tell me, what is this? What's this? What's that? Sorry.
Oh, no, it's
I'm
fine.
Aries. This is kind of what you're going to get.
Go for it.
Okay, but in past life, so in the past life regression, if it's in a class, so do you only go once? You only get it read once?
No, you can
go back.
What we do is we do it once a month. We usually do it once a month. We didn't do it this month because
Whatever, yeah.
too many holidays in June.
Yes.
But you can do it as many times as you want.
Really? Mm-hmm. Is it one past life or is it a multitude of past lives?
We take you through one past life, but you could have anywhere up to about anywhere between like 70, 80. You could have like 1,000 past lives.
Wow.
It just depends on basically how old your soul is.
Right. And then chakras.
Chakras.
Because chakras were my thing. My friend Judith first told me about. Now I knew about the chakras just in some of the private learning that I've been doing in
Okay.
you said metaphysical. Not really delving into past lives, but definitely healing energy. And I've had body talk done before by this phenomenal woman named Adrienne, and that just sort of kind of shifted my thinking, because I think in my time, I'm almost 50, is looking at those type of things was more like an Eastern medicine.
Okay.
And so in the Eastern medicine, I thought chakras were, so foreign to me. But Judith was showing me that that she had her chakras read and what they meant. So can we kind of look at?
Yeah. Okay. So
Tell everybody that you have. It's like an aura cloud, right?
yeah,
And
it's the energy that you put out. You obviously you cannot physically see it, but it's the energy that's around you.
right.
Now I brought mine for an example, and
Okay.
I don't have it on this one, but I have it on this one. And this right here, this was taken on June 3rd.
Right.
So as you can see, yellow,
Right.
mostly yellow in front and orange on the side. And in case y'all can't,
Right.
yellow in the front, orange on the side. And what that is it's telling me that my top is yellow, which means your mental state is
Intelligent
yeah,
and
thank you. I
analytical.
can't talk today.
It's all right. It's okay because it's very nerve-wracking. I
Yeah.
know to be on air and know it's live, so don't mess it up. But no, really. Just kidding.
And it's saying that the left side, which was orange, is that the energy flows into your field is adventurous and
Enthusiastic.
yeah, enthusiastic. I mean, and normally that is me. I'm
Right.
always an adventurous person.
Right.
but yeah, I mean, like different quadrants on your body will bring in different things.
So it's a real. So here's the experience: is that you go into the pack. So it is private.
Yes.
And you put your hand on them and basically on a machine, and it reads just the energy there. And then you are back behind or in front of like an interesting screen.
Yes.
And you're facing forward and you're facing sideways, and this is how those reports basically
Yes.
are produced. So chakras are energy centers. Okay. And I'm going to ask you something live, but is anything low on yours? Because one of mine is low.
On mine, I would say the only thing that has been low recently has been my heart.
Really? Okay, but it doesn't mean that you're not a loving person.
No, basically what it means whenever you have a low energy on your heart chakra, it means you're putting out more than you're getting back. There are 7 different chakras.
Right.
The base, navel, the solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown.
Wow.
And basically, let me see. The root, the base chakra is commonly known as the root chakra, and it tells you how grounded you are, how bound to the earth. Your head's not up in the clouds. Navel chakra, it's emotional, energetic. It's
Can I show you yours? If you show me mine.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Your base chakra is so high.
Yeah, which it never
Love that.
normally is.
Yes, that's awesome. Okay, well then, before you so that you see my chakra report card, how can you increase certain levels in your chakra?
The best way to do it is through megahertz.
Megahertz.
It's
Really?
a simple sound vibration, and it'll really help with that. You can go on YouTube and type in megahertz chakras, and it will bring up a list of I know that the crown chakra is 936, and it definitely it works. Oh, does it work? It's a very relaxing sound.
So these are sounds. And sounds can raise your chakras
Sounds can raise
because of the meditative state that you.
because the meditative state that you're in, it'll also raise your vibration.
All right. Well, that's so cool because I've got some work to do there on some chakras. But you know what? I've never really had good. Maybe I'll tell you off camera. But I had my palm read one time, and it said that that I had a short lifeline. So that always kind of freaked me out a little bit, scared me a little bit, and then now I'm like, I'm almost 50, and then I realized, oh dear Lord, but that means if I go tomorrow, people are still going to be like, she was so young. So I just am like.
just like go get a Sharpie and
like add a little tattoo right here,
yeah, right, there
a little
you
bit
go.
like that. Yes. Okay. All right. So what do you think is like this the scary thing that or the thing that people are intimidated by? Like this is called a pendulum.
This is called a pendulum.
Will you tell me kind of how it works?
Okay, so the pendulum is a divination tool.
A what?
Divination.
Divination?
Divination. That's what I was trying to say in the beginning.
Okay.
It's a divination tool, and the way that Donna brought it to me
Right.
is saying divination tool, as in it's it's a hammer.
Right.
Why have something that we can't use?
Right. I see
So-
what you're saying. Yes.
So with these, you basically hold them as still as you can. And then with this one, because this one won't work
Right.
with me, you need to ask it basically, will you work with me? And do you see how it's going from side to side?
Oh my goodness. Yes.
That means no, it won't.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this one answered no is this
Really?
way and yes is this
How
way.
rude.
Yeah, right?
And you asked so sweetly.
But yeah, you just ask it, will you work with me? And it's a constant no for me.
Really? So what happens when you get a yes? Will you work with me? Yes.
whenever I get a yes on a pendulum, I usually just, I try to,
Like, what are you asking?
just, am I going to die tomorrow or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Like I just ask it, I just ask it random questions
Right.
pertaining to like anything personal in my
Right,
life.
life, like, right, am I going in the right direction?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about, okay, what I'm going to move.
Oh, yeah, go
things
ahead.
Okay. So what I see here is I see like the sun signs, since now that I know that there's moon signs too. So I see the sun signs, I see the days of the week, I see yes, no, perhaps, try again, that kind of thing. So do we want to try that, or was the answer no?
The answer is no.
The answer is no.
She won't work with me. But what it
Right.
is whenever you do get the one that does work with you,
Right.
it will give you answers.
So do you go to the shop and you look for one that's going to work with you?
You actually look for the one that's calling out your name.
Wow.
Like every person gives off a vibration, and so does said stone.
Right.
Now, if you pick the stone that is definitely calling to you,
Right.
and then ask it, "Will you work with me?" And if it says yes, then
Yes.
that is your pendulum.
Wow. Oh, that is so interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, what about tarot cards?
Okay, tarot cards. First of all, just let me say, tarot cards are not bad. It's another divination tool.
Right.
And pretty much like I said before, why have a tool if you can't work with it?
Right. Gotcha.
Now, the tarot card deck that I use are these right here. It's called the fairy deck. And as you can see, you got a little fairy on front.
Wow. How did you learn how to read tarot? Am I saying it right? Tarot? Mm-hmm. Tarot cards.
Actually, what it was is it's not really reading. It's like looking at a picture and just deciphering it.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow.
So pretty much, I know anyone out there can read tarot cards. I know anyone can, and it's like looking at the picture and trying to decipher.
Right.
For instance, this one's the Ten of Spring. She's holding a basket, but she also has a curious look on her face, which means she's questioning. Mm-hmm. She's also a little raggedy looking.
She's a little raggedy.
A little raggedy looking.
By the way, voila, the kink is
Oh,
out.
thank you.
So maybe she'll be more than willing to visit with you now. I'm sorry, will you show me how you put that back on?
That was, just put it on and wrap it around.
Oh, wow. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Sorry, little OCD.
Oh, no,
there's
no
a tiny
problem.
little kink. I want her to feel like she's she's free.
Oh, trust me, it's no problem.
All right, so tell me. So keep going. So the spring. So she's tattered. Mm-hmm. And that might mean?
That means worn out. The way that I see it is that every time I get the Ten of Spring, she is worn out. She has an issue asking for help, even though she needs it. It's like she has that little voice in the back of her head telling her that she needs to ask for help, but she's too stubborn and she won't do it.
Right.
And that's the thing that I want to get across to people. Like, there's no harm in asking for help.
Right. Right.
It will change your raggedy clothes to something a little bit nicer.
Right. Metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, metaphorically speaking, yes.
So you said that you had that there was a type of reading that you could do.
Yes.
With 3 cards.
I can actually
Okay.
do that on, yes ma'am.
Sure.
Okay, so this is basically called just the 3-card draw.
Okay. I love that. I feel like I should be betting. Annie in? No, I'm sorry.
It's 50 for in. 50 in, 25 a bet.
I love it. I love it. Oh, you're shuffling them just like regular cards.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, if I
So
can
when,
do that right.
When people come in to have their cards read, what are they usually like? What are they asking? What is this reading about?
Majority of the questions I get is, am I going the right way?
I see. Yeah.
Am I going the right way? Is my love life in trouble? Is my significant other cheating on me? Just, it's the normal stuff like that. And some people honestly just come in for reassurance.
Right.
And I've had a few people just come in, they know that they didn't need a tarot card reading, but they still came in to get one to make, double sure that they're
Extra
going on
sure,
the,
right.
extra sure that they're on the same path.
Sure. Now, what about in a positive way? for tarot card readings? Because I kind of know that you, like, I get where you were going with that, but like, what are some positive things that you can ask the tarot cards?
You can ask them, you can pretty much ask them anything, like, is today going to be a good day? Am I gonna get a big tip from one of my customers? I mean, anything that you can think of, you can ask them. And 94% of the time, they will give you the correct answer.
Wow, that's so interesting. Because of the intuition? Wow.
Now, for you, what I want you to do is go ahead and just pick any 3 cards. And I won't say what it means for you. I will say what it means in general.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so the first one she drew was the 8 of Summer. Now, as you can see by this one, definitely know where she's going. She knows where she's going. She has.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna say it's bad.
Right, the 6 of Winter.
Yes. 6 of Winter, but you do have some thoughts about where.
You didn't say me. You said in general.
Sorry.
Some doubts about.
Some doubts about where things are going.
Uh-huh.
And the last one was the 5 of Spring. Now, normally the 5 of Spring in reverse position would be a bad thing, but this one's it's concluding it and saying that things are going to come together.
Great. Oh, that's wonderful. And is it even the way that you draw the cards, in the order that you draw the cards? That's really, really interesting.
And with some tarot card readers, like for instance, this card, whenever it came out, it was in reverse position.
Right.
Some tarot card readers don't read the reverse position of them.
Right.
But I think the experience to a full tarot card reading is to read them
exactly
facing
as
up
what they were picked
and facing down. I think that gives the best quality, the best quality of an answer.
Of a reading. Wow, that's so phenomenal. And then do people come to you and you do it privately at the shop?
Yes, I do that in the back room.
Well, very cool. Okay, can I see you?
Yes.
I just want to look and see. So the 8 of Summer. Perfect. Good. The 6 of Winter. And the 5 of Spring. Wow. And so can I ask you, like, are they numbered through the seasons?
Yes.
Wow. And then tell me why you picked these.
Honestly, I picked them because, well, it was kind of a weird reason at first. I was like, ooh, these are pretty. Mine. That's about all I said. Mine.
Fair enough.
But then after I started looking at them, reading them, and using them, I was able to find out exactly what they meant.
Right.
I was able to decipher them.
Very cool.
And like for instance, this deck.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is called the Golden Tarot. And this one is a replica of the oldest known tarot card deck in history.
Oh, wow.
Now, these have no seasons, no numbering, no nothing. These are just plain Jane tarot cards.
Wow.
And like I said, these are replicas of the oldest tarot card deck in history.
Can I see it?
Oh, yeah. And for me, those are the hardest to work with.
Wow. So how far back does this go? What is the history? Do you know?
Tarot cards, they originated in France.
Really?
Around the 1700s. That much I know because I did my research.
Good.
But they started about the 1700s, and it was just with a basic card deck back then, you know, like 5 of spades, Ace of hearts. And later, around the late 1800s is whenever they started putting the pictures on them and giving them swords, wands, pinnacles, the major arcana.
Right.
Now, the major arcana is the first 22 cards inside the deck. And that goes from the Fool to the Temperance. And
What is that?
the Temperance, she's not a good card.
Oh.
She's not a good card.
Is she in there?
Yeah, she is.
No, I don't even want to look at her.
Oh, okay. But the Temperance, you know, it's
Yeah.
someone's being tempted by something.
Uh-huh.
And it's not in a good way.
Wow.
And the very first card
Uh-huh.
in any tarot is called the Fool.
The Fool.
The Fool. Now, the Fool, basically what he is he's just blissfully unaware.
Uh-huh.
One step he's in one of the tarot card decks that we have at the shop, he is shown as about to walk off a cliff
Oh my goodness.
because he's blissfully unaware.
Right.
Ignorance is bliss, basically.
Right. Is that okay?
But if you turn it around into the reverse meaning, he's not going to fall off the cliff.
Right.
He definitely knows where he's going. He knows what he's doing,
I see.
and he has that sight set on just that certain thing.
I love that. I think that's fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. And was this during that time in France? Was it considered a source of entertainment, or was it considered witchcraft?
It was a little bit of both. It
Really?
all just depends on who you went to. I know. Yeah, they did. Like the gypsies. The gypsies would be considered witchcraft.
Right.
But if you went to a bar and got a tarot card reading from someone smoking a cigarette, say, "Hey, honey, what you want?" That's entertainment.
Maybe not unlike today.
Pretty much.
I love that. So you also brought, what is this?
This
I
is
saw something in here.
That's my past life regression. It's a new system that we have, actually.
Oh, okay.
And it is by, let me see, it's the Casey Past Life Report
Right.
for Zachary Riley. It has my birth date, my time, and where I was born.
Wow.
And whenever I read this the first time, I felt personally attacked by a computer program. Because it'll tell you some things about a past life
Right.
that you brought over into this life, and in one of them it definitely brought over my anger management issues.
Really?
So, little personally attacked by a computer program.
So you like instantly were angered at the fact
I was
that
just like,
I got it.
how did you know that? How did you? And
How
then
did you know?
let me see.
It's like you've known me my whole lives. But
Exactly. And then there's another one in here that says, I would be a wonderful minister or spiritual advisor.
Wow.
And that's what I like to classify myself as over there at
Right.
Something Magical, as a spiritual advisor. Because I do give advice, and sometimes it just turns out it's got to go on that plane.
Right.
It's got to go over there.
exactly. And can I ask you something personal? And
Yeah,
you don't
go
have
for
to
it.
answer it. Just say next or whatever. But did becoming a part of the family at Something Magical change your life in some way? By giving
did.
you the information and some new ways to look at things.
It definitely did. It definitely brought me to a better understanding of who I am, and there's no reason to pop off at anyone like I used to do. Because before that, I used to deliver for a company here in Victoria,
Uh-huh.
and a customer would come in, start saying something bad. I would legit pop off and say blah, 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 beep, 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 beep,
Oh my goodness.
and have no problem doing it.
Really?
But now, I know how to hold my tongue.
Right.
And that is definitely the best thing that shop has taught me.
Sure. Because it's bad karma the other way.
Big time.
Yes.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
I'm a very blunt person, and usually whenever at that other job, I would kind of hone in on, like, okay, where's your default? Pick it up, bam, call you on it.
Right. Really? Mm-hmm. That's so funny because I don't really get that with you now. Like, I just see you as this really fun-loving, just super engaging and like really warm person.
Back then, I really wasn't. I was a, what's the best way to say it? One of my friends who she's now my coworker, heartless.
Really?
Heartless.
Wow. And did you really, like, did you go in wanting to work on that?
I went in wanting to work on bettering myself, if not
Right.
just for the heartlessness, working on everything. I wanted to learn how to read the tarot cards. I wanted to learn the art of making custom oils, making
Right.
a custom spell kit, exactly what needs to be in what.
You make spell kits too.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Um,
I have one more question, but keep
Okay.
going. Keep going.
Even bath salt. I even make
Right.
bath salts over there. And it's not the simple bath salts that you find at other shops.
Right.
We actually put meaning into them. We put effort into them. And I have this one called Hippy Dippy.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of people says that it smells like it smells like apples.
Uh-huh.
Not one ingredient that I put in there is anything apple based.
Really? Okay, what are you looking for when you're making oils? What are customers coming to you and they're saying, these are the things that I'm going through, and then you make oils to help them to...
I help them deal with it.
Really?
I mean, like, as bad as that sounds, I
Right.
help them accept the fact that it happened.
Right.
I help them move on.
Right.
But, you know, kind of like what I said a little while ago, like, I want them to, every time they think of that person or think of
Right.
something, I want it to bring happiness to their heart, not a
Right.
tear to their eye.
Right, I see. Because I'm really fascinated by, now, because oils, in my opinion, are the one things that I feel like are ancient lately that have completely taken the forefront of what I consider to be like modern metaphysical medicines, is the oils that are used for everything and what they mean and what they can represent and do. And I've actually known people who, you know, oils have changed their lives and have made them healthier, you know, better people. Huge changes with just oils. And it reminds me that no matter what you think about metaphysical things, right? But like food and herb and those kind of things
Oh, yeah.
were our first medicines. And our meanings and our understanding of the world and the people around us came from sages and came from guides and came from, you know, like you
Yeah.
said, spirit guides. And so I would assume then too that in this journey that you've taken to be a spirit guide, you've really had to clear out some of that negative energy to
Yeah.
be better for others.
Big time. And that's where learning how to bite my tongue has basically come into play.
Good. It's a good skill. It's
It
a good
really
life
is.
skill. A good life skill. So what do we want to give, what do we want to give our audience? What is the one thing that you want them to know most about something magical?
I want y'all to know that you're not coming into a shop that's going to charge you $250 to light a candle or say a prayer for you or anything that'll rip you off. You're coming into a shop where basically we will treat you as family. We will try to help you as best we can. We will do anything for you, basically. We're not, we we don't worship the devil. We don't worship Satan. We
Yeah.
have our divine.
Right.
I just want people to know that Something Magical is here for the community.
Right.
We are here to help people, and we are here to help you with, we can help with almost any problem that you have.
And clear energy.
Clear
and create,
energy.
Create stronger chakras. And I love that. I love that. And, you know, the other thing, too, is the excitement that you guys had in coming and being on the show really, like, absolutely made my day. And then also to say thank you because you guys are supporting, you know, CASA with the backpack drive. Like,
Oh,
how cool
yeah.
is that? When you say, like, hey, we really are wanting to help the community, you very much mean that. So what are you looking for on Monday when people come in because they've watched the show and they're going to be curious? Where do you want for them to start?
Okay, so I run the Facebook page and I call the members of our Facebook page the Magical Family.
I love that.
I want more magical family members. I want
love
you
that.
to come in. I want you to see what we offer. I want you to come in. we play swing music at the shop. If you feel like dancing, come in and dance.
I love
I
that.
mean, come in, take a look around, and I'm pretty sure you will find something that will call to you.
Right. Absolutely. Well, Zachary, thank you so much for your time and for coming and just being a part of the South Bridge Street Live family.
Well, thank
and
you
you
for
are
inviting
welcome
us.
back anytime that you would like. I would love to visit with you more. And then, definitely to talk about this, the past lives.
Okay.
I'm really interested. I think that that's fascinating. So anyway, well, thank you so much. Thank you, Something Magical, for coming this evening, for letting me have Zachary for about an hour. I do appreciate that. Go get your chakras read. I'd love to know what your aura color is, and to find those meanings, I think, are super fun. So thank you, Zachary. Thank you, Something Magical. And thank you guys so much for watching South Bridge Street Live.